What is up, everybody? Back with a new video and a new mullet. As you can see, my most mullety mullet I've had yet, I think. Pretty redneck looking, pretty sick. But gonna go through my Spotify Wrapped here for this video. Everybody's been talking about it over the last day or so since it came out. But it's just going through like a yearly recap of your most listened to artists, genres, songs, and albums, which is what I'm going to be talking about. Also, the minutes. I had about 31,605 was my number. But that's a decent number, I feel like. I know some people get up over like 100,000 minutes, but if you're having that many minutes, come on. We know you're just sleeping with your Spotify on or whatever and just racking up the minutes when you're not actually listening is what I feel like. If you get a number that high, that's what I think of. But my top genres is what I'm going to go through here first. So my number 5, heavy metal, just the classic stuff. I feel like that's pretty accurate. Number 4, death metal. Number 3, speed metal. 2, glam metal. And my number 1, black metal, which over the last couple of years, I would say has probably been my favorite genre. But overall, I feel like this is pretty accurate. I know some people complain that the Spotify Wrapped isn't exactly accurate, and I don't think it is all the time. But I think for this, for me, it's pretty accurate. And those are pretty much my top 5 favorite genres. Now, next I'll go through my top 5 albums. So for number 5 on the year for me, it had Danzig's self-titled debut, which is a great album from 1988. I did get the Danzig tattoo earlier this year. So I was listening to a lot of Danzig, good stuff on that first album. Number 4, Ominous Doctrines by Inquisition, which is pretty much my favorite black metal album of all time from 2010. Very awesome album. It's not as raw as the earlier stuff. It's kind of melodic, kind of spacey, but also still very aggressive and very heavy as well. Number 3, I got Mana by Unto Others, which is a great album. Came out in 2019, debut from this band, and at the time they were going by the name Idle Hands. They had to change their name to Unto Others a little bit after for some legal reasons, but Mana, great debut album. I'm a big fan of it. Give Me to the Night is an amazing song. Nightfall, a lot of good ones on there. It's a mix of kind of a gothic, dark sound with some classic traditional heavy metal. Number 2, Flame Within Flame, which is going to be one of my favorite albums of the year. Amazing new black metal from Sargeist. They're it's like kind of second wave black metal band. Came up in the late 90s, early 2000s. It's the side project of the Horna guitarist Shotrig, who is an awesome guitar player. Amazing riffs on this album, very melodic. Just overall sick album from Sargeist. And my number 1 was, probably not going to pronounce this right, but Onro 2, Her Spirit Eternal by the band Sidon, which is a really cool, interesting black metal band. I've talked about a bit here on the channel, but they blend several kind of cool styles and musical, lyrical themes. But they're pretty much like melodic black metal with some other maybe Cradle of Filth style black metal influence in there, but really cool, unique sound. I'd highly recommend to check them out if you like Cradle of Filth and 90s melodic black metal. So to my top 5 songs for the year, I had Out in the Graveyard, number 5 by Unto Others, who Unto Others I'm a big fan of, if you can't already tell, but they got a cool sound. Out in the Graveyard, nice, kind of spooky song that kind of fit the Halloween mood really well, I think. So I was playing that a lot around that time. Number 4, Queen of the Haunted Dell by Sidon again. Another great song by this band. It's from that album I was just talking about, but a really cool band. Check them out if you don't know them. Number 3, Coming Through by Killer Dwarfs. Great Canadian metal that is pretty underrated. I always thought the Killer Dwarfs kind of was overlooked back in the day, probably because their band name just isn't really that good. I just feel like if they had a better name, maybe they would have got bigger and better, because they have some really, really good, awesome stuff. Especially Coming Through is an amazing song from the Dirty Weapons album, 1990, just classic album. Number 2, Chemical Warfare, classic by Slayer from 1984. This is, at this point, I think my favorite Slayer song. Just love everything about it. And number 1, Give Me to the Night by Unto Others. Been playing them a lot over the last couple of years. Give Me to the Night, great song. Has some really cool like twin harmonizing guitar work style that sounds kind of Iron Maiden-y. Very melodic, great song. Good vocals from Gabriel Franco. Got a unique style to his voice. And my top 5 artists on the year. Number 5, Judas Priest, the classics, Metal Gods. They got a lot of good stuff. Painkiller is one of my favorite albums of all time. Number 4, again, Sidon. They're on this a lot. I've been listening to them a lot the last couple of years. Saw them this year at Hell's Heroes. Was a really good show. Number 3, Exciter, who huge fan of classic Canadian speed metal. Was listening to them a lot, just all throughout the year, but especially back a couple months ago. I drove to Canada through Canada to Alaska. So going through Canada, put on a lot of Exciter to just fit the atmosphere of the Canadian wilderness and whatnot. I thought it was a good music to put on. Number 2, On to Others. Again, been talking about them a lot here, but it's what I listened to this year. And number 1 for several years in a row now, I think, is Inquisition. My favorite black metal band. They're in my top 3 bands ever. Love all their albums. Just super aggressive, awesome, amazing black metal. But that is my Spotify Wrapped for the year. Again, Judas Priest number 5, 4 Sidon, 3 Exciter, 2 On to Others, and number 1 Inquisition for my top artists. But as usual, I like to know what y'all think. So let me know what you thought about my list, about my top artists and everything there. Let me know yours in the comments. Give me your top artists, genres, all that. Tell me all of it. Let me know what you thought about mine. And until next time, thank y'all for watching.